Yes, country people them another time. It all reach for we for bring one of the one way it make story today for insight. We on Tori House where we they call them Home TV. Inside we hear Tori them today, country people them. We go take gonna enter for insight Santa where according to the Tori way it recommend for that site. Now mommy them, pa them and small picking them. They don't vex and they talk say them no co agree. Say them no co agree for sika waiting. We go bring them for insight chapter for Tori today. Country people them. So for inside chapter for we hate to read them. Now inside the chapter for new money where according to Biak they talk say waiting. This money it could turn for the circulate for insight we on country for insight a small time. This one na book where they move on for insight this moon for April. So for insight chapter for we hate to read today country people them. Tori kote we enter for insight Kumba. That's Mogo na the same so now for Dubai Center Market for insight Kumba them. Wait it happen. We call it wait we enter for insight with Tori House. They say fire. It cash for our site. How the thing it take and pass. We go turn enter for that side country. So for insight wait they make head Tori for insight we on Tori House. We take gonna enter for insight chapter for family for that side for insight Bafiade with the entire face they go for co-house they talk say waiting make the mutually country people them they must give their body for their picking that means part for their body for their picking how the thing it take a pass for that side country. We can look so for insight chapter for we hate Tori we can remain for insight Bafusam we according to what we enter for insight we on Tori House that one of the strong countryman we he hand long he head work now for transfer kako for that side country we they don't put hand for his skin this one and other one them we don't gather them we go to bring them forward them as if they pass for outside day take. Yes, country people them, I want to a special salute for all man where they don't stop for outside day. For see the one way he make Tori for inside we on Tori House as we go to turn for inside catch them for all side for bring one the one way he make Tori for inside chapter for Tori. One time, we take gonna enter for what they make Tori today. We go start now with this one country people them. We na new money it don't enter for inside country. As when I say I'm so na Bank of Central African States we they call them BIAC. It don't talk say they so new coin them. You go to turn for inside market 500 francs, 200 francs, 2 francs. Then we also get 25 francs. Even 1 franc with the 50 francs, it go there for inside the new coins them where it could turn for outside them. This one it could come for a help for separate fight where it don't happen for contribute them. Plenty of them want go pay things like water bill and other bills them where they need something like 1 franc or other small money where sometimes you dey give 100 francs where your bill you get for only 1 franc. That man they just collect 99 francs in return being at their own. Sometimes then you do work up for pay small bike with babana them for this side for Douala year. You do take bike say 500 francs. You do go rich because you don't get small money. They take extra for the money where you get them even taxi people them. So plenty people them they don't declare for insight chapter for this new coins them where it go enter for insight market. Una sabi say this one it come after way. First time, he don't walk away some news. He walk out turn for social media and other Tori house them. We able to talk say Biak, he don't move new coin them, and inside that one where they be talking, they be say 250 francs. 350 francs too, he did but they be command for talk say no, they don't sabi them that one, they don't know who's away that one, it take he come out, more come out for insight that one, we take gonna enter for insight chapter for chieftaincy for insight Santa side country day, we ask one of the same for insight, we on Tori House. Now people them for insight Santa, then come out, they talk say waiting, we no agree for sika waiting. They talk say they saw some countryman, he don't come in between Santa and Akum for talk say they so he want create another village and according to what he talk, it shows a book, it show we already come out where they don't create the village and I way Santa people them they come out for talk to them, they know them. Say the only thing where they sabiam, they sabina Santa and Akum, where na pa for Yabunim, His Excellency Paul Biam, if you put your pen for create that two villages. Say if any other village, it come out, na village where themselves they no sabi. Now why that? Oh man, they be come out, mommy them, pa them, picking them, they come out, they talk to them themselves, they look green, and they look green me any man. It come between Santa and Akum for great village, because according to Chuchuchum, they say they saw some other man where they call him say Akamanchu, he don't want create another village. Where the village, it could be na Santa Akum village. They ask questions, say Santa Akum village. Now which one best? For go for Dio, your own office, for talk say Dio. We don't be very happy for this kind of thing. Now we Dio tell and say this, so make them no worry. They go see thing for do. So for insight chapter for this story, we will talk, which is on Mami. Mami, why would na waka go for Dio your office?
Why we must go for up there? We no go up there now for war. We go up there for peace. We need peace for this Santa land, because the palace it will remain for Santa people. No man no day will go come up for different side. Come to say he go enter inside this Santa, say he be not cheap. Because cheap things no be motion where it is just wake up come up for down, so they go move on. Palace they so big go she don't come up from nowhere. Come to say he go be chief, he no go work.
Naiwe when I hear when Mami talk say this, so for be chief or for be like fun for insights in Northwest, it not be na anything where you just woke up on top of your bed, you woke up talk say you want from your own village, then go meet up administration there, may they take the right book for give you this one. They say no, and insights book them where the right time. You see how where they talk, they say they so no to administrative corruption and distraction. This one na big book where they be take the right time for insights this same chapter, and they talk say no themselves they no go green for insight chapter for this kind of voting where it want take style. It happen for insight that side country, even though Dion he don't talk say he himself he go look inside this palaver and he go make sure say make people their own crime. It takes style, it be answered for that side country. We'll continue for insight chapter for waiting the make story today for insight we on Torials will remain for insight Bafusam day for West region for insight Cameroon here. We now one of big one big tree man. That means boy will get long hand. They don't knock him for insight Bafusam day. They put him for insight chapter for swallow best certificate. How the thing is they can pass. This boy he don't terrorize all people them for insight Bafusam day. Day, morning, afternoon, and night, no man, you know, they sleep. So now the other day, now he come out say this, so make the go work, normal work. Now he begin bad day for office as grammar man, he go talk. Now the whole this countryman, they call him Kabila. Now one big countryman where he hate work, now for transfer back home, that means he get long hand for that side. Plenty glad. It don't turn as people them too. They glad and they talk say small time. They go sleep for insight better way as this one. They don't send this man for by force 6 feet for that side country. So for inside chapter for waiting they make Tory today for insight we on Tory house. We go take now enter for inside Dubai Center Market. Not be the Dubai we na sabiam, but this one now for inside Kumba side country day. We as we see that smoke. Now so it takes time. It come out for us. Fire come out. Now the big question mark that we country people themselves they know if you answer them and they know if you talk who side way the fire it takes time come out, even though they don't the point hand they talk say this so they suspect say this so if it been a current where he woke up he join hate and increase. So for inside this same chapter this Dubai Center Market their work now for sell plenty mattress and other things them. So for inside this same chapter as the fire be happen administration, that means big man for our side for Meme side country, Tundong Shambaleng, ye and ye own country boy them. They be make sure say me they for market for see away the fire. It take it pass. When I see away SDO2 it be the look place, it pass the power inside Dubai Central Market for inside Kumba side country them. So for inside this same chapter will be tonton. Now so it be happen for that side, it may be now for inside chapter for fire, so that make it not cash or me not burn plenty of market things for outside country. Even though according to what we enter for inside we on tutorials, they say they so the fire, it don't burn plenty market in them. We they fit estimate like plenty millions them. Even though tutorials, it not fit officially talk the amount of money where they don't take them loss. But inside this same chapter, we will be talk with the Oga Kwata we na senior divisional officer for that side for Meme side country. Tundong Shambaleng, we a talk for Home TV, their own tutorials. Countryman, how you see the matter?
It is just, first of all, a very deplorable incident that just occurred in Kubamin market, in the area where they are selling mattresses, with this serious fire incident. Let me first of all say a share to all the population affected, all the traders affected. I think the army rescue, they are there since to try to stabilize the situation. And now we can say together that the situation is under control. A mixed commission is going to be set up by the SDO right now in order to make an inventory of all the person affected by that sad incident, for me to forward adequate report to the Minister of Territorial Administration, who is in charge of civil protection. In the other vein, I will just advise my population to remain calm. The state is going to do everything in order to reestablish them in their normal life. It's not easy, but that is the will of Almighty God. We cannot do anything. What we are going to do is just to work like individual, like the state, to give hope to those populations affected. Thank you.
But the second time this is occurring, what will the state take into account?
So now so it take me happen as one of the year it talks home, you go right for Minister for Territorial Administration for telling say these people will fire. You don't catch that been a place, they need support, and now the only thing that we if you do as part for that site for Meme division side country day. So for inside a chapter for this one, plenty crime it be happen for that market, but it never yet caught the hand them for continuum for the fine other money. More come for inside chapter for that story who enter for inside chapter we now we on Mutumbo people them they be there for that side for head boy for government where they call it say Chief Dr. Joseph John Gute he on office for inside chapter for talk say this so they not be happy with way to way national tutorials it do them after we for Yabune, if we don't give instruction, say make national tutorials, he pay that money, we it owe them, we now around 850 million francs. We this Mutumbo people them they talk today so nada sweat, nada work, and nada own copyright money where they suppose for collect time for national tutorials. But since it be like say the money it no go enter for the hand because Minister for Communication and National Tutorials they be on the struggle for talk for see how way they fix this problem. But every day as they talk the problem it was now we Mutumbo people them for different part for all country. That means for north, far north, south, west, and then northwest and center and littoral. Themselves they be tonton they gather for inside Yabunde for do work for vex for inside this same chapter. According to them, they talk say now themselves they don't continue the green for the year back. Why some people them they should down on top their money and they knock that Mutumbu they entertain people them all time. So for inside this same chapter, today house it be talk with the president for Sonakam where they call it say Ate Bazom where you too he talk for we own talking stick.
The call it strike or the sit-in front of the Prime Minister's office has been provoked by the fact that arrears, which CRT had signed a contract since 2021 to pay to the companies that manage the rights of these artists, have not been paid up to today because a group of artists forced or connived with the general manager of CRTV, and this money was being paid into the wrong account. part of the money was paid in December, and not even 1 franc, 318 million, and not even 1 franc was paid to the artists. At the beginning of this year, CRTV was supposed to pay for works that they used last year, 350 million. They have signed a contract. We are waiting for the bond, and it is not coming. So the artists, tired of suffering, not understanding why the head of state will write 4 letters giving an instruction, and people would not want to execute it. That's why they said they should come and see the head of government, Prime Minister, head of government, whose role is to execute to him. And the good news is that he has received us and some of top officials of the Ministry of Arts and Culture were also called to that meeting. Director of Cabinet received us. He rendered account to the Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister has instructed that a note be sent to him by the Minister of Arts and Culture today, not tomorrow, and that on the basis of that note he will take the decision to make all these artists smile. So he is telling all of them to go back home, and that
now for this chapter, they don't talk say this, so make artists them, make them go back. Yesep, you go look inside their own problem. Now you see as they work kunya, they turn back now. The one way they come out for north, they go back. The one way they come out for south, they go back. The one way they come out for Bamenda, themselves they go turn back for wait head boy for government. It could do for inside chapter for this their own problem. We then do for worker for vex for go tell you say this, so they're not tired. For insight chapter for continue for the wait and wait they need to see money for insight chapter for this story. So for insight chapter for what they make story today for insight we on tutorials we'll take gonna enter for insight Bafusam country people them how the thing it take and pass. Bafusam it now for insight west region for insight Cameroon. Now plenty people them too for that side. They don't talk so waiting. They say the first clip for insight better way. Now for insight chapter for this countryman where he head work now for transfer Kako, and according to way it takes time. He pass for insight that side country. Make we enter for insight the Yabunde first way according to way enter for insight we on tutorials. Now this boy where he name tutorials is get them as Steve Rostan Funda where yes himself they don't show for 30 people them for insight Yabunde side country where this boy he head work now for 2 people them through social media. That means for all social media handle them it use them it thief small people them collect money for them for insight way for that side country. So now according to which we enter for insight we own tutorials they be shown for that side for inside Central Police Station number 1 for inside Yabunde. We now Commissioner Thierry Mbandu yetu he be talk for inside chapter for this bad work where this boy he do for inside Yabunde side country. Then more yet we Commissioner he go talk for inside chapter for this bad work where this boy he welcome.
À la suite d'une plainte de Madame Elundu Gabriel Oscarine. Il attaque ses victimes par voie cybernétique, notamment Facebook et WhatsApp. Il a plus d'une dizaine de comptes Facebook et plus d'une dizaine de comptes WhatsApp. Et c'est par ce canal qu'il les escroque. Nous avons déjà pu retrouver une dizaine de victimes en dehors de Dame Elundu Gabriel par qui l'enquête a commencé. Et le préjudice s'élève en dizaines de millions. Mais en exploitant son téléphone, nous nous sommes rendus compte qu'il a plus d'une centaine de victimes. Et si on avait pu mettre la main sur l'enquête, il est clair que le préjudice s'élèverait en centaines de millions. D'ailleurs, son train de vie, lui qui ne travaille nulle part, son train de vie montre à suffisance que l'activité qu'il a choisie nourrit son homme. Il est par exemple spécialiste dans des propositions de stands dans les foires organisées à Yaoundé. Il vous contacte pour vous donner des stands à Yafé et à toutes les foires qui sont organisées à Yaoundé. Et une fois que vous lui versez l'argent, parfois c'est des sommes importantes, il disparaît. Parfois cesse d'utiliser la puce en question, il la met en veille. Il a beaucoup de victimes dont il a pris l'argent sous prétexte de leur trouver des stands dans des foires et même des foires internationales où se propose de vous faciliter. Il y a des foires, il vous propose des foires organisées à Yaoundé, en Italie et partout dans le monde et il vous dépouille. Il a aussi l'habitude de proposer aux parents de donner de la visibilité à leurs enfants parce que, dit-il, ils travaillent à l'ONU et il va donner la visibilité à leurs enfants en les faisant recruter comme députés juniors de l'ONU. Et il y a certains avantages à être député junior, ça ouvre des portes. Une fois que vous lui versez l'argent qu'il demande en centaines de mille, généralement à 500 000 en montant, il disparaît également de la circulation. Un autre moyen, c'est de se présenter comme un importateur, un gros importateur. Il propose la vente des véhicules d'occasion, des effets de valeur, des vêtements, tout ce qui est important et qu'on a l'habitude d'importer dans le Camerounais.
Naso ibitekam it happened na commissioner that for central police station number 1 for inside Yabune we ibiri talk for inside we on Tori house for inside chapter for this boy where they catch him where the boy he head work na for full people them collect money for kind way for inside chapter for this story where it takes time it pass for that side country for inside Yabune side Bafia where na family for some pikin they don't tie face they turn back for inside co-house where this pikin e be there for them for sika waiting they talk say this so this boy as he be still threat they carry he they go put am for inside co-house. How the thing it take and pass na time wey they don't go talk say they wan move the boy for go dig ground put it for inside better way they turn back they wan look the boy in that body they discover say e be like say some part for his skin e no dey so na way the family them take time they tie face and they talk say them they no dey for inside chapter for this kind of thing so na way they no like that kind of thing and say make they explain make the co-house he explain how part for that pikin e no dey because according to them the pikin e no be get na accident the pikin e no be get na some kind of problem wey they fit talk say na because of the accident or because of the thing wey e be get time wey part for his skin e comot but the pikin e be sick before e sleep straight how bad for the pikin his skin e no go dey na way inside this chapter na way to them they be turn for them for talk for the family say this will make them calm down themselves they go look for inside chapter for this same problem more come out for inside that same time we take one turn back for inside chapter for technical education for inside we on country here we now for inside chapter for open door day we it will take style it pass na for site it will pass for smart college of technology for inside Babenga side country day we now picking them that means young girls where they be involved for inside technical education they be get big prize too where they take style they give them for inside chapter for this open door day we're picking them for inside smart college of technology for inside Babenga they be the showcase wait they fit do you see how picking they make motor now yes it turn so run go up run come down that means they picking themselves they be for inside chapter where they submitting where they do this one it be been for front that mommy them front their guidance and where they be take time for shooting where they fit take them for do inside this same chapter when I see the one them for building construction they show how way they take them the big house you see small house where picking up bill and that one if picking fit on there for that kind of from 1 from 2 or from 3 it don't do this one sabi say by the time the picking go one finish it go don't be now for inside different level so if it don't be na time now it takes time they pass with the way they take them they do them for inside a chapter for this same story and they want them to for science site them to they be turn for show the thing the way themselves they do them for inside chapter for open door day where it takes time it pass for smart college Babenga for inside this same chapter themselves picking them where they do for history department they be do what they call them say small drama for show and for inside this same chapter you be see am more turn for backside when I see how the thing it be the pass. So it be take it is so for inside this same chapter we too will be talk with the on principal where he talk for home TV that Tori house.
Appreciating the Ministry of Secondary Education for maybe creating a day as well for celebration. Actually, looking at the theme of the Open Door Day this year, showcasing talent for secondary school education is somehow interesting to us. Yes, actually, at Smart College of Technology Babenga, as of today, we open up our doors to showcase just exactly what we are doing throughout the academic year. I think for those of us that are around, we actually see and believe that there's something interesting. Yes, for those out there that actually miss out this invitation, we will say that they should follow us online on Facebook, Smart College of Technology, Douala. Follow us live on Facebook, when you will see the activities right from the workshop, the social activities, at least you will maybe know exactly the reason why we talk about being excellent.
For insight this same chapter, we will talk to for one of the picking them where it is for insight building construction, where it talk for Home TV, their own talking stick.
This is the step. Before realizing this step, we need my name is Fango and I'm a student of Form 5 Building and Construction. As you can see, the project that we realized today is a step. And before the process of organizing building a step, you will need wood, and
So for insight this same chapter, it will show we how if you work and the number of days they fit take for do stairs for insight story building or for insight man door. So it shows us the picking it go the one you don't do some more money for your own self. So for insight this same chapter, we'll be talk with one of the parents where it tell we how it feel as a picking it for Smart College.
Je suis Madame Boutambé Mémériane. J'ai mes enfants ici à Smart College, ils sont au nombre de 5 et depuis qu'ils sont ici, je ne regrette pas du tout parce que l'enseignement qu'on donne ici, ça touche la pratique et aussi la théorie, mais beaucoup plus la pratique. Et nous avons vu l'exemple aujourd'hui avec les différents ateliers qui nous ont été présentés, les différents travaux que nos enfants ont réalisés. Là, ça nous rassure davantage et ça nous encourage à rester encore avec Smart College. Nous sommes sûrs que nos enfants seront des techniciens, des professionnels demain. Parce que nous savons que la jeunesse d'aujourd'hui est l'avenir de demain. Donc, nous encourageons Smart dans ce sens. Nous encourageons les parents qui sont...
Naso ibite come it happen for that side for Smart College Babenga with this one it be been a picking them for showcase which way they sabi for Duam. So for insights this same chapter we too will be talk with social organizer where he talk for our own talking stick.
D'être devant vous parce que Smart, les enfants de Smart ont gagné d'un plus. L'objectif même ici, c'est de former la jeune génération qui puisse insérer une insertion socio-culturelle dans la société. Et c'est pour ça que nous, en tant qu'encadrés de Smart, nous mettons tout en œuvre via son top management pour que ces enfants soient formés, quand je dis bien formés, savoir théorie comme pratique. Déjà ici, nous prenons plus la pratique que les théories. Déjà, vous avez vu les différents défilés. Les élèves de 3e année, mécanique, être capables de monter déjà un avion, des fous, et ce n'est pas...
When I sabi say Smart College now one of that school where he don't talk say wait, he say they so technical education, not a head work, and they must make sure say make picking them too they get training for insight chapter for this technical education. More common for insight this same chapter will take gonna enter for insight marijuana we now for who site according to which we enter for insight we on tutorials now for Linger Dubai.